good? We're recording?
We are.
We're recording. All right. Welcome. This was formerly Two Nerds and Half a Deaf Guy.
Lasted a solid episode.
Yeah. This is now Between Two Nerds. I am not a nerd. These are the nerds. All right. Well, today, in honor of March Madness, we are doing a sort of comic book themed March Madness bracket. There's not 64 teams. That would take all day. So we have a 32 team single elimination bracket set up here. And basically how it is we have like 16 Marvel heroes on one side, we have 16 DC heroes on the other, and we did the seeding based on like popularity of each hero, but how they're gonna move on is we're basically just gonna discuss them like as characters, like powers, like backstory, motivation, that type of thing.
How they move on is based on who is the better hero.
Yeah.
But the seeding was based on popularity.
Yeah. So like our DC 1 seeds, we have like the Trinity plus Flash, and Marvel.
For those who don't know, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Flash.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically that. Is it? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah. So I say we get going.
Yeah.
First matchup we have. We'll do DC first. Or how do you guys want to do this? Do you want to go?
Let's just push it down the line.
Just straight. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go all DC first. So first, one seed, 4 seed matchup is Superman versus Black Canary.
See, I like this. I really do because I'm a big fan of Black Canary.
Black Canary.
I think she's a really cool superhero, but
It's Superman.
Yeah,
It's
Superman.
Superman.
And Black Canary's power is she's really good at fighting, and she screams really loud. That's every white girl ever.
That's true.
Except for the
Very
fighting
true.
part.
Yeah.
I give it to Superman here. Black Canary is a really cool superhero. She can do a lot of really cool things,
Yeah.
but she
This
doesn't
is-
sound
It's a bad draw.
It's
Yeah,
easy. Like
it's a bad
it's
draw.
Superman. I'm gonna preface this by saying I'm kind of a filthy casual when it comes to this, so it's Superman. Like yeah.
Yeah. That's. I mean, like we said, Black Canary's cool, but it's a bad draw. Oh, and how I set this up is like I did like a random number generation sort of to like so we didn't have like Superman versus Batman like as the first 1-1 matchup.
That'd be
That makes
ridiculous.
sense. It would. Okay, so next we have it's a 2-3. We have Cyborg versus Batgirl. So Matt, what are you thinking?
Cyborg. I don't know. Like Cyborg's part of the Justice League. Batgirl's not. And also I like the concept of like he doesn't necessarily have like I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm sort of what's the word? I'm like for machinery being part of the universe. I don't know why, but like Iron Man, I like that
Right.
concept of taking a human and bringing them to the
Like
superhero.
augmenting them,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
I got you. Honestly, I'm more in favor of Batgirl. Like, I think Cyborg doesn't do much. I mean, he's in Teen Titans, so that can pull, like, if you watch the cartoon at all, that can pull your nostalgia strings. But like, I mean, Batgirl, she was shot by the Joker. She fought like through being paralyzed from the waist down to become Batgirl again. Do you know about that? Like the whole Killing Joke story and everything?
I'm a filthy casual.
So you don't know about that. Anyways,
That sounds dope, though.
it's such a good story. She was trained by Batman, like all of that, and Cyborg, like in every story he's in, he'll show up at the beginning, disappear for the entire story, and then show up at the end. Like he kind of gets. I mean, it's sort of just like.
Is he just like filler? You would think?
no.
Not
Have
a
you seen The
ton.
Hangover? Have you seen the movie The
Yeah,
Hangover?
yeah.
So you know the guy who like is just gone the entire movie, and then they finally find him on the
Yeah.
Sorry for spoilers. He's like that. He's there in the beginning, and he plays a role. And
Yeah.
He's just
Like if Darkseid's attacking Earth, Cyborg will like be at the first like the original meeting, then he'll be like, "I'll protect the Watchtower."
yeah.
What about Justice League though?
I mean, even in that, he like
yeah. He's in the.
he was kind of off to the sides until like the very end.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you think about what he did,
He does
with
dirty
Batman and everything. Batgirl is basically just like a lesser version of Batman.
Okay, but that's if we're gonna call it that, it's Batman.
Yeah.
There may be no bigger superhero. Like,
Exactly, but still, Batgirl's like a worse
Okay.
version of Batman.
Alright. Cyborg or Batgirl?
we got pick.
Honestly, I pick Cyborg. Like,
Cyborg or Batgirl?
I'm Batgirl.
I'm Batgirl too. I feel like she has the fighting ability and the intelligence to be able to take him down.
oh,
She's got way too much equipment. Cyborg's smart, but he's not. I give it to Batgirl. I give it to Batgirl.
still not heated yet, but we're getting there, folks.
Oh, yeah,
we haven't gotten any like.
Cyborg could just shoot rocket.
We're not talking fights. We're not talking fights. We're not talking fights. If we start talking fights, we're not gonna.
No, we won't finish this.
Dude, Cyborg's down.
Cyborg.
Alright,
Okay,
what we
so
got
next, we got another 1-4 matchup: Batman versus the Atom.
Batman. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's
No.
It's okay. It's not even close.
That's,
It's we don't. It's not.
what do you mean? I don't know.
I think
it's
that's
Batman.
The Atom's cool, but like, it's Batman. Like,
It's like a midget fighting Conor McGregor. Like,
yeah, there's
or
too
little
much.
person.
Batman has too much coverage to like be beaten by the Atom. Like the Atom's, I mean, and it sucks because the Atom's a cool character, but he has not been featured. He hasn't been featured in as many stories. He's not as fleshed out. He's not, like.
do you think there's
I
potential
don't
in the
know,
Atom?
though. I think that the Atom.
I do.
I feel like this is a lot better than most people would think that it is. I feel like the Atom shrinks down or he gets real big.
So Ant-Man.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ant-Man and the Atom are the same character, just two different universes.
Well,
yeah.
same powers, not really.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the same character.
Um,
But I feel like this would be a lot better than most people think it would. So,
yeah.
I would go with the Atom.
Really?
Yes.
Over Batman.
Over Batman.
Wow.
Yeah. I said,
Ballsy.
That's a hot take.
That is a hot take if I've ever seen one.
I'm going Batman.
alright.
I am also going back.
2 out of 3, Batman wins that.
Two out of three.
I'm interested. I'm intrigued now because
That's
this
strong.
could go interesting. Okay, now we have another 2-3 matchup: Green Arrow versus Shazam.
Shazam's so sick though.
Shazam is so sweet, dude.
Shazam. Green Arrow's cool. Green Arrow's real cool. He's got a lot of cool arrows and like his backstory is fantastic.
Oh, dude, the whole thing with the island.
Yeah,
is so
Lian
sweet.
Yu is so, it's such a good story, but
That's hard.
Shazam just would,
Shazam's so relatable. I mean,
Yeah.
Shazam's a kid. Like, I love Shazam. Like, when I was younger, like,
Would you say we're biased though, because we're teenagers right now?
no,
I mean,
for the reason of, Shazam has not been popularized, so there's not, he's been in Justice 1 and 2, I think.
no,
I
he's
haven't
only
been-
in one.
Okay, he's only in
He
one.
gets killed in the main story.
Yeah.
Spoiler for a 5-year-old game.
But Shazam's not been super blown up and publicized.
He's getting his own movie.
Yeah.
With The Rock.
I feel like honestly, he could like his movie would do very well.
His movie's gonna be so sick.
If they do it right, I don't trust DC. Like I really don't in terms
As
of
long-
the cinematic side of
As
things.
long as they just do it like Wonder Woman and don't
Yeah.
screw up at the end. Actually, no. They could still do the end, like the whole Wonder Woman thing. Like it's sort of like a comic book movie trope that you have to have like a big final fight. I don't think Wonder Woman needed that, but like the Shazam movie's going to because I mean
He's like Superman,
Exactly.
but way cooler.
yeah. So I think and I'm a little biased towards Green Arrow because he's been my main in Justice 1 and 2.
Okay.
So
You give it to Green Arrow?
no, I'm giving it to Shazam.
Alright.
Like,
I'm Shazam.
Alright, we got a Shazam clean
Shazam.
sweep. Alright, so next matchup, we got another 1-4. Wonder Woman and Plastic Man. We're not going to talk about this.
No, this
Plastic
is
Man?
Wonder
Plastic
Woman.
He's stretchy.
If you rip him fast enough, he tears in half, right?
No,
Oh, that hasn't happened in the comics.
no.
Oh.
He's stretchy and he's like a cocky douchebag.
Okay, well, Wonder Woman.
He's literally a douchebag, Mr. Fantastic. That's all he is.
Yeah, and he's like a somewhat funny douchebag, Mr. Fantastic, like Mr. Fantastic. So, anyways, okay.
Yeah.
So we had Wonder Woman. That's
Wonder
easy
Woman,
money.
hands down.
Easy money. All right, next we have at 2-3 we have Green Lantern and Nightwing.
Oh
Right?
The camera. I don't know if the camera picked up, but my eyes just went super wide. I was like, I can't speak on this first.
Alright,
I'm
this is
not.
gonna be.
I'm not gonna speak on this first. I mean, mainly because like I'm a normie, so my word does not matter as much in this conversation. Plus, it's like,
In my opinion, Green Lantern, honestly, kind of lame. Nightwing
Yeah.
is pretty dope. I feel like that Green Lantern's just, there's no limit to like what he can do. It's pretty.
That's the thing.
Is that this-
about Green Lantern? Green Lantern. I'm gonna throw out a little bias here, but Green Lantern is one of my favorite DC superheroes because he has a really cool story. Like Hal Jordan, like
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a pilot. Like,
right, like he watched his dad blow up. Yeah, watched his dad blow up in a. What's that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Hal Jordan watched his dad blow up in a plane.
Yeah.
He becomes a pilot, and then he becomes Green Lantern. And there's no limit to what he can do with his ring as long as he's not afraid to do it. And that's the thing.
Yeah. It's
Is
a cool
that-
concept. I just think he's lame. I agree with Colin. Like, I've never been a really big fan of Green Lanterns. I always thought he was kind of like
See, and
not dumb, but just.
I would agree. He's a superhero, but he's still one of my favorites. I think that he's still cool.
Yeah.
But Nightwing.
But Nightwing.
Yeah, but Nightwing.
Oh, okay.
For those who don't know who Nightwing is, please go read the comics. He's a way more cool Robin.
Well, he is Robin.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
Nightwing's Dick Grayson. The first Robin that didn't want to be Robin anymore, and so he broke off, and now he's Bloodhaven is Batman, which is awesome to me, and his costume is sick, and his like. I'm giving this one to Nightwing. Like I can talk about Nightwing forever.
I give it to Green Lantern.
I'm gonna be real. The one thing I don't like about Green Lantern is I sort of view him in the same vein as like Superman in the sense of like he technically has unlimited power if he puts his mind to it or whatever. Plus it's Nightwing. I like the concept of him branching
He has
out.
to put his mind to it though. That's the thing.
So does Superman.
No, Superman can be as scared as he wants, and he can still use his powers. Green Lantern's got to be like, all right, you know what? I got to step up. I got to do this.
That's another thing that's sick about Nightwing is it's the same vein as Batman. He doesn't really have any superpowers, but he still takes on like Metamorpho and all like superpowers.
Nightwing's a badass dude.
All right. So you guys giving it to Nightwing?
Nightwing.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Hasn't gotten too heavy yet, but still.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
This one will be good.
Oh no.
Now we've got Flash, Barry Allen, just because he's the most popular one right now.
Yeah.
Versus Booster Gold.
I'm gonna give it, dude. You have to give it Flash.
You want to explain who Booster Gold is?
Booster Gold is a time traveler who he's from the 25th century, and he was basically like obsessed with all like the modern superheroes and everything, Batman, Superman. He wanted to be a part of that. So what he did was in the 25th century they time traveled the same way the Reverse Flash got back to the 21st century. So what he did was he came back to our time, but he uses future tech to basically not give himself superpowers, but give himself like an advantage. And so he already knows what's happened, so he gets super rich, and then it bites. So he becomes basically this arrogant a-hole, and it bites him in the butt. And then he ends up becoming like the guardian of like the time stream and stuff like that. And he's so cool.
This is a really good matchup because there is like in the Flash as well. Like if you haven't like seen the TV show or read the comics, like there is some like they do play with the concept of time travel too in the Flash.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have kind of a time-based matchup here. And another thing about Booster Gold is he's a really funny character. Like stuff with Booster Gold makes me laugh. Like that doesn't happen much, but he's funny. Like oh my god when Ted Kord dies in Injustice 2, he straight like Booster Gold tries to save him like 4 times. Ted Kord's the Blue Beetle, it's his best friend. Booster Gold tries to save him like 3 times and he can't because it'll screw up the time stream. And so like at the very end, right as Ted Kord's dying, like it's the super emotional moment, and Booster Gold is like he's like I'm really gonna miss like staring at you. Like it's so funny. Yeah. So.
Just pause, we can correct it.
I give it.
Yeah.
I give this to Flash. I think that Booster Gold is just a guy from the future who already knows what's gonna happen, so he uses that to his advantage. And he's not a real superhero.
Okay, but it's the lessons he learns. I mean, if we're gonna go with he's not a real superhero,
You could say that about Batman.
We could say that about Batman,
Iron
Green Arrow,
Man.
Batgirl, Nightwing. Iron
Except,
Man,
no. I don't think you can say that about those characters because they're actually doing it as it happens. Booster Gold already knows exactly what's gonna happen. He just goes back in time.
I will preface this by saying I would choose the Flash over Booster Gold anyways, but like I
Yeah.
will defend Booster Gold here and say that he's definitely a superhero. Like to say that he's not, because just because he uses time travel is an advantage.
Yeah. I think this was just another really bad draw.
Yeah.
Like, God, Booster Gold hasn't been in enough stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
He needs
one
to
of
blow
those-
up.
If Booster gets a movie, like a solo movie, or like
Oh, if
something
he gets a
with
movie with the
TV
Blue
show.
Beetle.
or with Blue Beetle,
Oh my God.
that would like
It's supposedly in production.
it should be, and if it has the like writers who understand how to write time travel, this is a very difficult thing to do, like
Yeah.
in cinema or in TV or anything. That can be like a really great movie.
Oh,
So
God.
we go with the Flash on that?
Yeah, Flash.
Yeah, we're going with Flash. Even as
Gold
much as I
Berry.
like Booster Gold. All right, final DC matchup for round one. Another 2-3. Aquaman versus Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
That's a hard one, dude.
Yeah, it is. Martian Manhunter. For those of you guys that don't know, he's a Martian. He's the last of his race. He comes to Earth. Yeah, he comes to Earth, and he's basically like, and his reason for protecting Earth is because he doesn't want what happened to Mars to happen to the humans, basically. And his powers is, his main thing is like, not shit. He's basically Superman, but he's weak to fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's.
And he can shape, well, not really shapeshift, but he
He
can
can
like
shapeshift. He can
into
shape- yes. he
into
can shape-
like animals and stuff.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes. He can.
I knew that he can like take on people's faces and body types and that kind of
Mhm.
stuff though.
Yeah. They don't ever have him turning into animals because it's kind of
Yeah.
dumb. But.
Can't he like change his size too?
Oh yeah, he can turn
Yeah.
like massive, and he's a bam. But like,
He's a BAM.
yeah, that's how I'm gonna get by their filter.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So then Aquaman. We are talking about current Aquaman, not Super Friends, Seahorse riding Aquaman.
That ruined him.
It
I-
did. It
he
set him back
doesn't-
for 50 years.
Aquaman doesn't get enough love. Like
I
honestly.
agree with you on that. I think that this is another super bad draw because Aquaman is super cool.
Yeah.
And the things that he can do, like for those who've seen Justice
He's
League-
stronger than what people think.
Oh yeah, for those who've
No,
seen
there's
Justice
a
League.
panel where he straight like lifts a building, like while it's falling down. He's like,
Yeah,
just
like
holds it up, like. Yeah.
Aquaman's for the people.
I have to give it to Martian Manhunter though.
Yeah.
And
I know,
yeah,
dude.
true.
If you think about the Justice League thing, he came back to save all the people. Because remember, he brings them fish in their times of need.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's true. But if we're talking about protecting humanity, like
He protects the ocean.
he protects Atlanteans.
Well,
He protects Atlanteans first. That's like his big.
But he also protects like what keeps us alive, which is like water sources, like all water, like everything,
Right.
like, the environment, like all that.
Right.
I give it to Martian Manhunter.
I might have to agree with you on this one.
Matt,
I'm Aquaman. I don't think he gets enough love. Like, dude,
I agree with you. I think it's a bad draw.
his solo movie is gonna be dope.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be so cool. All right, Marvel.
That's such a shame.
Dude, I know. One of these
We
guys.
haven't picked yet.
He hasn't picked yet. This is huge.
Dude, Aquaman. Think about how dope he looks, dude. Blonde hair, eyes, beard.
Dude, no, Jason Momoa Aquaman is so sick.
I know.
Dude, come on.
But I think I have to go Martian Manhunter.
What's up?
Connor just like did the good old
I
face
have to
palm.
go.
He's disgusted.
I'm sorry. Like,
Unbelievable.
That's dude.
They're
he
both
deserves to
so
go at
cool.
least second round.
I know.
That's actually a shocker to me. Like I didn't think that was gonna happen.
yeah. All right, that's an upset. All right, Marvel. First 1 seed, 4 seed matchup. Iron Man versus Luke Cage.
Oh my god. Well,
Iron
Man. Yeah, he like started the MCU, and he
did
was
start the
against, like
MCU.
people didn't think he would like hold the weight of
Well, no,
that.
before the MCU, Marvel's biggest thing was convincing people that he wasn't actually a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody knew there was a man inside the
Like
suit.
Tony Stark himself.
Exactly. Like he had maybe 2-3 big stories to his name,
Yeah.
unlike Captain America's like 80 and
Yeah.
Spider-Man's 700.
So
Like
I do think though Iron Man's like huge for like just superheroes in general, superhero culture, because he made superheroes. He was part of the reason why people think superheroes are cool. Like
In
Oh,
current
yeah.
times.
yeah, in
Oh,
current
yeah,
times, like he's
for
huge.
sure.
Like for the, I hate saying this, but like for the culture of superheroes in like mainstream media, Iron Man's like one of the
Oh yeah,
biggest.
no. If it weren't for the Iron Man movie, we wouldn't have the MCU. We wouldn't have like. That was really cool. That was really cool. I'm not gonna get into that.
It was like the perfect movie for the perfect
I give it to Iron Man. Luke Cage is super cool.
He great Netflix series. Watch that series.
He just doesn't have the ability to beat Iron Man in anything.
We're not talking about fights.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
fights. I'm saying like overall, if you match up like their just statistics, I guess.
Statistics you get about superheroes.
I'm saying like powers.
Okay,
abilities.
I'm gonna cut you off because this next one is gonna be a fight.
Oh yay!
Thor versus Daredevil.
Okay. Thor, I'm gonna be real, if Ragnarok didn't exist, I'd probably go Daredevil in this one, but like
Ragnarok's a goat movie.
it's a really good, I honestly,
goat movie.
from what I've seen of it, it looks like it's an amazing movie. I've like watched like you know those like movie clips things? Yeah, I've watched those, and I watch like as many as possible. I wanna watch the full movie.
It's fantastic. I love Daredevil. Daredevil is
Great series.
always been one of my favorite superheroes.
Also, Daredevil started the like Netflix TV show
He
thing,
did.
and he was a great
He was an
introduction.
underdog. Daredevil was Iron Man for TV.
Yeah.
But like,
Think about it like this: Thor and Daredevil. If Thor throws Mjolnir or something like that, brings down lightning, Daredevil's gonna hear all that. He's
It's not a
blind
fight
now.
though. Like
I
we're
know.
comparing heroes.
I don't know.
Think about how dope it is when Thor realizes he doesn't need his hammer.
Okay, that part was dope.
Oh, yeah.
that part was dope.
no, dude. Oh my God! Don't even get me started. What's the mode? Is it Warrior's Wrath? Thor has this like Berserker Hulk mode where he just like he can fight for days on end, and like everyone in front of him just done.
It's a rip.
Like, oh yeah, it might be Warrior Street. It's something like that. But like, I really like street level heroes. Like like that's a one bias I do have is like street level heroes. That's one reason I like Spider-Man so much. Is he like
He's a high school kid.
exactly?
Dude, Spider-Man. Oh my god.
I think it's
In terms of character, I honestly like Daredevil more.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
do too.
he's a really cool character, and he's so unique.
I'm going Daredevil.
You're going Daredevil. Oh god, why do I have to decide this one? I don't feel good about this. Oh god. I'm gonna go with. I hate doing this because I really. I'm gonna go with Thor just because. Like, dude, I'm sorry, but dude, like,
It's cool. It's cool. I ruined everything for Aquaman, so I can have it ruined for Daredevil.
I don't even feel like confident in that answer though, because Daredevil's such a dope character. But
Yeah.
like, Thor.
Pick Daredevil, my guy.
Alright, what we got next?
Speaking of Spider-Man, Spider-Man and Nightcrawler.
Spider-Man.
No, Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler.
What? Nightcrawler over Spider-Man.
Dude,
Hands down.
Con-
Nightcrawler, come on.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh. I love Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is probably my favorite.
No,
X-Men.
don't tell me I'm.
Oh.
I'm on this one.
You're not.
Okay, good. I was gonna aneurysm.
Nightcrawler is my favorite X-Men. Daredevil is probably my favorite street level hero. Spider-Man is my favorite character in anything. Like, hey Mikhail, what's
It's
going
about to
on?
get real heated.
Okay, hello. Oh, cool. What are you filming? Okay, bye.
Didn't even answer. The disrespect.
Okay. Spider-Man is my favorite hero ever. Like,
But the scene of Nightcrawler.
oh, in X-Men 2?
Yes.
Oh my god! So hyped, dude. He's literally have you seen that?
No.
Man is teleporting around the White House.
That
okay?
scene
Taking people
alone.
out. Lanes on. Oh my god. Oh, it's so awesome.
I haven't seen it in a minute.
Oh,
That
it's
scene
so
alone.
Do we need
And
to
plus the one in
marathon
Doctor
X-Men
Doom's
movies? 'Cause I
castle.
Yes, with Ultimate.
Yes.
Oh, Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were good at that game.
Yes, in the
Oh
very
my
beginning,
god, yes.
Where he's just.
Yes, dude.
Now tell me
He
how
grabs
you're
the sword off the
Yes.
wall.
Now tell me how you're about to pick Spider-Man.
Because
it's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is one of the best written super. All right, I'm gonna explain why Spider-Man is better than
He's
most
not.
superheroes.
He's. Oh boy. Okay. These are two of my favorites, dude.
No,
These are both my top five.
I'm
Go
actually,
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, here's
go
the
ahead.
deal. Here's the thing about Spider-Man. His stakes compared to like most superheroes, they're rational and level. You like, how many times have you seen like a Thor movie and you're like, the entire world's gonna die, or like a giant like with Spider-Man, the stakes are
He's
realistic and grounded. And with that, you can make the stakes higher, and it's real. It's like, it's well written. It's not poorly like with Spider-Man. Oh my God! Like, if Spider-Man doesn't win this, it would be tragic.
Ask yourself this.
That's another thing about Nightcrawler too. Is one reason why he's so like awesome. Is like
So unrelatable.
he's unrelatable but relatable at the same time. He sends off the message that if you're different, you can still matter.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like
He's a blue guy with a tail that has an arrow on the end that teleports around, who's from Germany.
We need to do this
Yeah.
quick because like we're
yeah.
running out of
Oh,
time.
we are.
Dude, based on just pure dopeness, gotta go with Nightcrawler.
But
because-
do you remember the first time you saw him web
Ask
slinging
yourself
through the
this,
city?
But just listen. Nightcrawler's got one power, dude. One power.
Spider-Man
And
has
he does
one
it.
power.
No.
He has two powers.
No. He can
Yeah.
Spidey
sense?
walls, Spidey sense,
That's it.
shoot webs,
He
Well,
makes
shoot
his
webs.
own
Are we
webs.
talking about Are we talking about like MCU where it's like
super
it's like
strength?
a machine?
We're talking just in general.
Okay.
We're
Ask-
talking
ask
about your
yourself-
version
that's-
of
that's-
that.
Ask yourself this: who's the better superhero?
Spider-Man.
Nightcrawler,
Then that's
dude.
it. Then that's our answer.
All right, let's just do a roundtable about the Connor's losing
God,
his mind.
That one, yeah, that one.
All right,
hurts
Spider-Man
because
goes through.
I love them both
I know,
so much.
And it's
but
not like I don't like Nightcrawler, but dude, it's Spider-Man.
another bad.
Dude, as the boom mic just randomly comes up in first.
I hope that went frame.
Okay. Next one. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts, but it feels.
That
good.
dude, I wish him. I said
That just my heart broke.
Hulk, Mr. Fantastic. I don't think we have to talk about.
No,
it.
not even a question. Hulk
I
should
think
tie
it's a
it.
clean sweep.
Yeah. Hulk will just tie Mr. Fantastic around two poles and just play fucking.
All right, next one. Is this one gonna be heated as well?
Yeah, it could be.
no.
If you know enough.
That dude, that nice.
I'm sweating after
This
that.
this one we have probably
I'm
our best
still
1-4
angry
match.
about it.
We have probably our best 1-4 matchup in the entire thing.
Okay.
Captain America Moon Knight.
This
Why
is
you
what
gotta
I was
do me
looking
like
forward
this?
to.
Oh,
This
I
is
know.
why I was looking forward to this, man.
Why you gotta do me like that?
All right, I'm gonna be real. All right, I'm not gonna speak first
Hit
on
him with
this.
the knowledge.
What?
I said hit him with the knowledge. Be real.
Oh my god.
I'm getting lightheaded.
It's just like I'm gonna make my vote I'm gonna make my vote based on why I dislike Captain America.
Okay, that's fair.
Because Captain America as a hero, he's great. Like his morals are there, and during like if you watch like most people watch Civil War, like there are points in which Captain America's not weak. Whatever. But Captain America.
is a movie Captain America.
Yeah, but I'm saying like what we're talking about. I'm saying
I know
like
you're
Captain
talking about
America
this,
is basically, if you break it down, he's a dude who basically got super duper duper steroids, and then it's like was like I'm a superhero.
That's why it's so awesome, is because he was a nobody.
I know
He was
it's
a nobody who just wanted to be
But
a
that's like most
somebody.
superheroes though.
Yeah,
That's
that's
most.
He didn't even want to
But
be a
he
superhero.
set that.
He didn't even
He
want to
set
be a
that curve. He came in the 1940s when America just needed a little bit of hope, and he provided it.
Yeah, I know he provided it, but like
He provided the bet. He provided the bet.
Connor's losing his
I
mind.
know, but he was like, dude.
You're,
he's
wait,
like,
is Connor? Are you losing mind because what he's saying or what I'm saying?
What he's saying, man, dude, it's Moon Knight for sure. Just like
I'm
mysteriousness.
As much as I love Moon Knight, it's Cap, bro.
Just
Like,
the mysteriousness of Moon Knight,
I know,
man.
Moon
Like
Knight.
he's
Oh,
so
Moon Knight.
This is
underground,
Cap's
it's so-
character.
and
He
Moon
gets
Knight's
steroids.
person.
He's like, I'm part of America. Let's go USA.
Exactly, dude.
And he's
it's-
just
That you cannot do that. You cannot break them down to bare bones.
But he's a dude who took steroids.
You love Iron Man. Iron Man is a rich dude who buys a suit. Dude, he's like,
He
he didn't
built
buy
the
it, he
suit.
built it.
He built the goddamn
Iron
suit.
Man.
Cap came from nothing.
So did
He was a
Iron Man,
skinny
no.
kid from Brooklyn who got bullied, bro. Like,
So you say the same about Spider-Man.
You just turned really black.
You
on
say
Iron
the
Man.
exact same thing about Spider-Man.
Alright.
okay.
Moon Knight,
Moon-
Cap.
yeah.
Do another
Move.
cap.
Move.
Pick. We haven't even heard Drew's like.
Oh
take of
Jesus!
this.
Oh no!
Go.
I'm gonna leave it with this. I'm gonna give you 2 words and that's it. Moon Knight.
Yeah!
Yes! Finally, dude, the underdog.
that was an upset.
That's an upset I can handle because I love. Oh, that's another one where I love both those
Dude,
characters.
Connor
but,
was
like,
head.
Cap is one of.
Dude, I wish the camera caught Connor. We need an extra camera like right here,
Yeah,
like a
just like
GoPro of
facing
Connor.
Connor the entire time.
Connor was headbanging
His,
at
Oh
that
my
react.
God.
his facial expressions and everything that he
This
does.
is, dude, this is so much better.
Okay. All right. All right.
What we got next?
Black Panther Vision.
Black Panther.
Black
Yeah.
Panther.
like easy. I like Vision a lot. I think his concept's really cool. But like Black Panther, dude.
He's just Jarvis.
What
Like,
kind?
come on now, guys.
Well, I mean, in the comics, he's not Jarvis. I'm not gonna get into that. I can go, because it's really convoluted.
Yeah.
There's a character
Alright.
named Wonder Man,
Yeah.
and they copy the brainwaves of Vision, or they copy the brainwaves of Wonder Man as he's dying into Vision, and
Oh.
Ultron made Vision to take out the superheroes, but Wonder Man was a super villain turned superhero. So then Vision was like, "Oh, being a bad guy is bad," and so that's it.
Black Panther.
Right.
Black Panther.
Wolverine, Iron Fist.
I don't want to speak on this for.
I am
I don't want to take.
100% Wolverine. That it's not even close, in my opinion.
I'm gonna go Wolverine.
Clean sweep Wolverine.
Yeah.
There we go. Connor, you let out a sigh.
I don't know. I was just thinking on it. Like,
I feel like
I
it's,
have to go with Wolverine.
I
as
feel
well.
like it's one of those like Iron Fist is cool,
But
but
Wolverine.
Wolverine's cooler.
Logan.
Wolverine's.
Again, I'm a filthy casual, but Wolverine.
You're a filthy what?
I'm a filthy casual.
Filthy what?
Casual.
Scream it from the rooftops.
Filthy casual.
Okay.
As the mic peaks.
Deadpool, Doctor Strange.
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
Deadpool.
Deadpool might win all of the
Very
He's just
quick.
so sick.
I mean, in the comics, there is a universe where Deadpool kills everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're back to DC. We have Soup's Batgirl. 1 versus 3.
Supes versus Batman.
Yeah. I think. Oh
Soup's
god.
like
it's
a-
Superman.
Superman.
Oh, I thought he was like a Campbell sponsor.
Oh no.
Chicken noodles.
I think it's another one of those.
Bad matchups.
It's freaking Superman.
It's
dude.
Yeah, it's.
I will
Like-
say though, like, from what I've heard about, because if you look, I don't know, Batgirl's story is pretty cool, but it's
Yeah, she has a cool story.
Yeah, but it's Superman.
It's.
it's super good. All right, let's go. Let's continue.
Yep.
Dude, I'm interested to see where that.
The
excuse
heavyweight
runs
bout,
out.
I think I know what it's gonna be, and I know like if it. If
Oh,
it's
we
what
could
it
have a
is.
heavyweight bout depending on this round, depending on this matchup. Batman, Shazam.
Batman.
Ooh.
Batman.
That's one vote. Drew, you let out an ooh. Let's hear the basics.
See, I
Give me why you said ooh.
Alright, so what I'm saying is, I disagree. I feel like Shazam wins this one. I think that Shazam rips apart Batman.
But isn't
It's not like it's Batman versus Superman, where they're super closely tied in, and like everything is like super similar between the two, where it's actually close. This is Batman versus Shazam. Two totally different worlds, but not so separated as Marvel versus DC. I say Shazam wins this. I think this one's Shazam.
All right.
we need to like.
I have my vote.
Just.
I'm gonna explain it.
Yeah.
Mildly.
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh, I know it's gonna be. That's sad.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down here.
Don't, dude.
Okay. So.
Say who it is first, and then say why.
No, I want to hear the reason.
We need to.
Okay,
We need to
so-
like. We're on this.
Just go.
We
Talk.
don't. We're not gonna. Have you eaten yet?
All right. Good point. All right.
I mean, we have lunch. I'm not doing anything.
I'm
after
not
this.
doing. All right. Let's. All right. Let's go. Let's
Okay.
Go.
Okay, so honestly, I love Shazam. I love Batman. They are both up there with my favorite superheroes. I think Shazam's really underrated. I think Batman in a lot of cases is really overrated, but I think there's an underlying thing. Like, there are reasons why he's overrated, and there are reasons why he's probably the most popular superhero in the world right now.
I just like
Don't do it like this.
it's.
Don't do it like this.
I can't pick against Batman.
I swear to God.
I can't pick against Batman.
Next one.
Yeah,
We're moving on.
I'm
We're
sorry.
moving
We
on.
get the heavyweight bout though.
That's so true.
Dude, it's about.
I can't pick against Batman.
We're
Like,
moving on.
All right. Okay. Wonder Woman, Nightwing. I have my pick right away. It's another one that's really cool, but
Who do you guys? Because I said Batman first. I mean,
Matt, what are you thinking here?
no, I want to go first because I want to say Wonder Woman just because she was revolutionary at the time.
oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, no.
First
And she pushed the
huge
boundaries.
female lead.
Yeah, no, she pushed the boundaries for like female because like at the time there wasn't.
And even still, even in today,
Oh,
she's
she's
still
so
She
well
holds up. She holds
represented.
up.
Yeah.
Very well.
And the fact that she just got her own movie,
And it was
pissed me off.
It was a smash.
But
was
it
a
did
great
so
movie.
well, and they knocked it so far out of the park
Yeah.
that I'm not
That's
that.
the
happy.
one good DC movie.
Suicide Squad was a disappointment.
So Matt, what are you thinking? Wonder
Wonder
Woman?
Woman.
Wonder Woman? Okay, true.
It's a tough decision too, but
I give this one to Nightwing. I give this to Nightwing because he had the balls to stand up to Batman and say, you know what, I don't want to be Robin anymore. I'm done living in your shadow. I want to go do my own thing and I want to be my own hero. I don't want to be Batman and Robin. I want to be Batman's in Gotham. I'm in Bloodhaven.
Right.
My name's Nightwing. I don't care about Batman anymore.
I respect that. I respect
That's
that.
why I
respect
give this
that.
to Nightwing.
oh, it's so.
Jeez, counteracted, but
Oh God, dude.
Where is it?
Honestly, I think I would choose Nightwing.
Ooh.
Just because I feel like I'm kind of biased towards the underdogs, just because, I don't know, I thought the Wonder Woman movie was like kind of cheesy.
that's fair.
Yeah.
And I just really like Nightwing. He's ballsy.
Yeah.
He's dope.
He's a bad.
Does karate
He
and
really
stuff.
is.
And he's got weapons that nobody else has. Like that bow staff that turns into the two sticks.
The
Yeah,
witch.
sure.
That's
turns into two
I don't know what to call it. Those are so cool.
What's
It's
your
called
pick?
batons.
What's your pick?
not
I'm honestly
sticks.
not like
I
too
got
heated.
Nightwing.
Yeah, I'm not heated about that. It's Nightwing.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. It didn't get us mad, but it was like.
Oh god, this could match up to be really cool.
If you guys want to, you could do a part 2 and we could make 2 videos out of this.
We could.
We could.
Mhm.
I don't know.
We could leave off at the Elite Eight and then go into this like on Monday. Cause I think we should do that because.
What's the next?
Okay, next one, Flash, Martian Manhunter. I'm Flash. Like
Flash.
I'm Flash.
Yeah, doesn't matter what I said. You guys want Flash? Doesn't matter.
Honestly, I think
What's
that matchup I think is it's one of those where Flash got a better draw second round than he did first round. Like I feel like Booster Gold had a better chance of beating him out than
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Should we continue?
Yes, we got to get Marvel out of the way.
Yep.
Iron Man, Thor.
Thor.
Oh no! Oh shit! You said Thor?
I say Thor. Thor is a god.
Okay.
Thor doesn't.
This is the
Thor has
complete
this-
opposite matchup because Iron Man made himself. He wasn't given powers, wasn't bestowed powers. He made his own powers
I agree
because of
with
his
you
own
there.
intellect and his own drive.
That's true.
Plus, he was supposed to die. What do you like? Does he like it?
I agree with you there, and I think that's super cool. But Thor is the god of thunder who has this super cool hammer that he can swirl around and fly around with. He doesn't need it, but he has it. And
I
it
mean, he
will-
does sort of need it.
Yeah.
It's his job. He's obsessed with it.
Well, yeah, like, physically, he doesn't need it. Mentally, he needs it. Physically, no. We see that at the end of Ragnarok. So, Mjolnir is awesome. Don't get me wrong there. But, I just think that he doesn't need it, and he's cool enough on himself, and the universe that he's from just tops Iron Man. And we gotta go back, think back. Who was better first? Iron Man or Thor?
Well, if you want to do it like that, I can start whipping out facts about the history of comic books and why Thor was popular when he was. It was during the 60s, I believe, 60s, 70s. Science fiction was really big, so when you pull something like Asgard, like that's, it's not really science fiction, but it's about as fantasy as it gets.
Mhm.
So
It's literally Norse mythology.
so that took off back then, but then Thor fell off for a long time. He fell off for a long time.
But
I-
he made the comeback though.
He did make the comeback. He did make.
And he made it strong. It's not like Aquaman making his comeback.
Yeah.
'Cause he
Thor,
felt-
Thor's comeback is recent, within the last 6 months. Like I think what Ragnarok did for him, like, is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like his talking to people, his popularity's grown so much. Like
Okay.
he was like middle of the road favorite Marvel character for
Matt,
a lot of people.
Iron Man, Thor.
Iron Man.
You're Thor.
Thor, Iron Man.
I'm Iron Man.
Okay.
I'm Iron Man. I agree with Matt. Like what he oh my god, what he did for comic books is just unbelievable. And like even as a character, his bout with alcoholism, like that's something.
He was like human.
Spider-Man Hulk. I'm Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Okay.
That was actually pretty
Dude,
easy.
if it was Nightcrawler Hulk, this thing would have got
Oh
so
my
much.
god.
Oh my
Nightcrawler,
god.
Hulk? Nightcrawler. Okay. Since it's not Nightcrawler or Hulk.
Nightcrawler. Probably. Oh. I'm not answering.
Alright, next.
Moon Knight, Black Panther.
I'm not
Oh.
commenting first on this, I'm not. Connor, you want any
Moon Knight. I can listen to Moon
I
Knight.
knew you were picking Moon Knight.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love Black Panther. I liked Black Panther, not to sound like the biggest hipster in the world right now, but I liked Black Panther when he was in Ultimate Alliance. I liked him before.
Oh god, I love Black Panther. He had the one. If you leveled him up enough, he had the one power that made him go like invisible.
Yes.
Oh god.
He was so cool.
God, that was cool.
Like, keep in mind that game came out when like I was
2006.
younger. Yeah, 2006. So that puts me at 6 years old, little kid running around playing with superheroes, and I got to experience all these superheroes and do it my way. And I got to play with both Moon Knight and Black Panther.
Did you have the gold version?
I did.
Yeah, same here.
I got to play with both of them.
Dude,
Any day of the
Moon
week.
Knight had the one power, like the staff slaying.
Yep.
You could block staff something. It was the easiest Doctor Doom fight ever.
Any day of the week.
Who do you
I pick Moon Knight over Black Panther
Who do you pick?
for that reason.
I think
I go back to that game.
It depends.
right, like, who do you pick?
3, 2, 1. No, you're supposed to go on one. Black Panther.
Moon Knight. I picked Moon Knight.
I was gonna pick Black Panther.
Okay, so Moon Knight moves on.
He's so.
I think
Moon Knight is one of the most underrated superheroes in the entire
In comic books.
MCU. Yeah, well, comic books.
I think my reason for wanting to pick Black Panther is because like just the impact it's had, not just like on comic book culture, but on culture in general. Just like
Agreed.
it's done great things.
No, Black Panther's definitely revolutionary.
Yes.
I don't know. Okay, well, God.
Oh, this
Wolverine
what is this
Deadpool,
one?
isn't it?
Wolverine, Deadpool.
Ah,
no, I can't.
It's the oldest question in Marvel Universe history, dude.
It really.
Who wins, man?
Deadpool.
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 The pool that is dead. Deadpool. I don't know why I said the pool that is dead. Deadpool.
Dude, think about it. The end of the Wolverine when Deadpool's Weapon X at that point.
That movie was
trash.
Shut up! Shut up!
That movie was trash.
That was a disservice to Deadpool.
Oh my god.
It was. That's not Deadpool.
No, that's not Deadpool.
Ryan
Anybody
Reynolds
brings that up as Deadpool.
Counts though.
No, that
No.
Anybody
Actually,
brings
Actually,
that
it
up
does.
as
I hate that
No.
it does, but it.
That was Blanca from Mortal Kombat, bro.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm picking Deadpool because he's Deadpool. Plus, he revolutionized how superheroes like movies are perceived. Because like before Deadpool,
He showed that R-rated.
yes,
superhero
and he
movies.
also showed that superheroes can rely heavily on comedy and still be amazing. And I mean, you could argue like previous Marvel movies
Dude,
with that.
if we want to start talking about movies, all I have to do is bring up Logan.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
All I have to do is bring up Logan. It like the old man Logan story is better than the movie.
Yeah.
But still, dude, they both have regeneration power, which makes it
That
kind of
Deadpool
obsolete.
got from
Deadpool
Exactly.
did get it from
Still.
Wolverine.
That makes it obsolete. You can't mention regeneration.
Oh, I-
Deadpool without regeneration, dude, still fucking sick.
Yes, he could honestly if Deadpool
Well, you
was
can't
like,
do Wolverine without regeneration.
Because
That's his power.
So same with Deadpool.
So what, dude? He's
Same
got
with Deadpool.
claws.
I
That's
just
his.
Without regeneration,
Wolverine.
Deadpool's dead. The dude has cancer.
Wolverine.
Yeah, no, but with literally without regeneration, Deadpool's dead.
Yeah,
Same.
but still, if you think about the before regeneration thing,
Connor's very adamant about Deadpool.
I'm very adamant about Deadpool, dude. Because
I can
before
just-
I'm
regeneration,
gonna give this to Deadpool.
The only reason I give this to Wolverine is Deadpool is the biggest. Don't get me wrong, I love Deadpool with all of my heart. All of my heart. But Deadpool is the biggest ripoff of every single character in the not MCU, but in Marvel ever.
But isn't that sort of he was like
That's the
satir-
point.
he was satirical.
Deadpool's a joke.
Like he's
Yeah.
That's
sat-
one reason why
it's-
he's so goddamn
It's
awesome.
satirical
He
of the
is-
genre itself.
He is a joke. The reason his name is Wade Wilson is because like coming up with him. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's Deathstroke.
Like who do you pick?
Oh god.
This is another one where like
You
should
split
decide.
this one right now.
I honestly.
I cannot. I got
Thank you.
Oh god. Oh, that hurts. That
That
one-
was such a good matchup.
that one hurts me more than.
It still hasn't gotten heated. What was the one where we all started screaming at each other?
Nightcrawler versus
Nightcrawler, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler, Spider-Man, and Captain America, Moon Knight got heated.
Should we end it here? Should we continue?
I don't care. Do you guys want?
I want to do more.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
just
do
like a
one
pro-
more.
I want to do more.
I want to keep going.
I mean, we got a half hour for lunch.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how you muster that strength.
I love this. This is so much fun.
Dude, this is the
on.
pod. This is what the pod's about, right here.
This is why we wanted to do this.
This is gonna be a series. Okay. Next one. Do we want to go out of order, or do we want to save the big matchup for last?
Big matchup for last.
Actually, that was the same option. So,
All right, let's go. Let's go.
okay. Now we're gonna skip it. We're going Nightwing Flash.
No. I can't speak on this first. I really can't because I need to gather my thoughts about it.
I'll speak on it first.
Okay.
So at this point, we've gone in a lot into each of the characters and what we like about them. So I don't think we need to spend as much time on that. I think we just need to
Debate which one's better.
exactly,
Who has the better story?
exactly.
And who's the better character.
And honestly, if it were any other Flash, I would give it to Nightwing. But because it's Barry Allen, I have to give it to Flash.
I agree with you.
Like,
Yeah.
I agree. Everything that he did with Flashpoint and
yes, dude.
Reverse Flash and Zoom
Like
and
his mom, like realizing that.
Yes, dude. If it were Wally West, if it were Bart Allen, if it were Jay Garrick, even,
Yeah.
like, I would give it to Nightwing, hands down. But
it's
Flash.
Barry Allen.
It's Flash.
It's Barry.
It's the
Allen.
Flash.
he is the Flash.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. I did not expect Flash to make it to
I didn't either.
make it to the
I'm not
final
mad
four.
though. Like,
I'm not mad either.
No.
Like,
All right,
I
let's-
love the Flash.
let's
Okay.
go. Next one.
Next one,
This is gonna be a long pod.
Iron Man, Spider-Man.
Oh no.
Mhm.
I honestly, because they both have a very similar like path of like using their intelligence to garner their strengths and
Oh,
weaknesses.
yeah. Dude, in Spider-Man, like, he gets the shaft so much.
I
And, like,
will-
He just stays like resilient through all of it, and like his girlfriend died, his parents died, his uncle died. Like, oh my god.
Doesn't have alcoholism though.
I give
Okay,
this
but
to
that was-
Spider-Man.
I do too.
I
The
do
only,
give it-
the only argument that I have against myself right now is when Tony Stark picks up Peter Parker, gives him this new suit, gives him everything that's currently going on in the MCU. That's my only argument, and I don't feel that's strong enough.
Yeah, no, I give it to.
I don't think.
Dude, all I can think is like in Civil War, like the comics, Iron Man is such a douchebag.
Yeah.
He's such a douchebag.
But he has to be that way.
I mean, that was the point. That was the point of Tony Stark. It was to make a superhero that everybody should hate, but you
loves.
just love him.
Yeah.
He has
you
that
hate to
charisma.
love him.
I know.
He's like Heisenberg.
I know. Oh God, don't even give me. I'm watching that again, dude.
I know.
It's
I know.
so good.
Okay,
That
superheroes.
can be another
Superheroes.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
I
Spider-Man.
gotta go with Spider-Man. Like,
All right, Spidey.
dude, yeah, I know. Oh my God, that's another thing. When I was reading Civil War, I read it when I was like 12, and like I'm reading this, and Spider-Man sides with Iron Man, and I'm like,
You're like, no.
I'm like crying, dude, because I love Spider-Man, and I completely.
But you get why he does it, though.
Oh no, I totally get why he did it, but I disagree with Iron Man so much, like his view, like on the whole Registration Act and everything. You know that?
Signing up for the
yeah.
Sokovia Accords.
No. I'm talking about the comics. In the comics, it was identities.
Oh.
Because what happened was now that we have a little extra time, what happened was the superhero this superhero group, I forgot what they're called, but they were it was a superhero reality TV show basically, and they finally find these supervillains to fight, and this supervillain named Nitro, his power is he blows himself up and he can rematerialize. So they start fighting these supervillains as a publicity stunt, basically. Dude literally says, Speedball, literally says, we're just chasing ratings. And the Namor's cousin, you know who Namor is?
Yeah, he's part of Atlantis.
Yeah, he's Aquaman.
Okay.
He came first, by the way. But, so his cousin, Namorita, slams Nitro into a bus and was basically like, just give up now. And Nitro, who had fought with Hulk, I think, a couple times. Maybe he might be an old Iron Man villain, but he was basically like, you guys are out of your league. And he blows himself up right next to a school.
Damn.
He takes out, I think the number was somewhere over 600. Like kids, teachers, like
employees,
yeah, people.
All right.
And so then the government is basically like, superheroes have come too far. Like,
yeah.
And so that's the basis. Is like, and Iron Man is like, you're right. Like, we need to be registered. So they want to make him They want to make him super cops, basically. And Cap. That's where Cap is like, no, don't do that. And Iron Man's like, but yes, you do. And I disagree. And Spider-Man sided with Iron Man originally, and then in the middle of the story, after Reed Richards made an artificial Thor, he cloned Thor. This cloned Thor killed Goliath. Goliath is a black dude. I forgot his name, but he basically gets really big.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and no one was supposed to die. This dude shoots a lightning bolt through his chest.
Jeez.
Yeah. And so Spider-Man's like, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
Screw that.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, "I thought you knew what you were doing." So he's like, "I gotta switch." And then Iron Man starts signing up supervillains. Oh, you have to read that.
Okay, I'm gonna feel like an absolute idiot.
Oh, yeah, I have the graphic novel. I'll give it to you. It's so much better than the movie.
Okay. Let's continue though.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
I got a
have a question.
question.
I'm gonna feel like an absolute idiot, but I Reed Richards. Why can I not think of who that is?
Mr. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I got you. You're good.
Yeah, I was like, I knew that
He's
name.
kind
I
of
was like,
douchey, isn't he?
Oh, mildly, yeah. He's like, silence. And that comes first, which is annoying.
Next matchup.
Next matchup is Moon Knight Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Okay, there we go.
Were you gonna say Moon?
Moon Knight made it as far as he could. No, I was gonna say Wolverine. I just didn't expect it that fast.
Oh, that means we have Wolverine.
Dang, bro, we got all one season here.
do we really?
Yeah, that's why they're popular though. Like if you think about it,
I was not taking that into consideration whatsoever. I don't know if you guys were at all.
No, I really
If
wasn't.
the audience disagrees with any of our picks, just let us know.
Yeah. Tell us what you would have thought.
Yeah, if we have an audience over 2 people.
Over us 3. So really 3 people.
All right, I'm gonna put this down.
Oh
It's go time.
What is it?
It's Batman Superman.
Oh, I'm going bats. Instantly going bats. Even though Superman, alright, if we're talking about fight, Superman instantly beats bats. Like, I don't think I need to argue that with you guys. Like, I feel like you guys get
Right.
bats is screwed.
Right.
But in terms of character, dude, screw Superman compared to Batman. They're
Right.
polar opposites in terms of
Right.
how they're written.
Right. Drew, you can go ahead because I don't know where you're gonna go. I know exactly where I'm gonna go.
If
I
you-
was expecting a lot more yelling than we have right now, so I put that down. Go ahead.
Okay, I have to throw my bias out the window because I love Batman.
Oh no!
I'm not saying I'm picking Superman. I don't know who I'm gonna pick here. I just have to throw my bias out the window.
I knew this matchup was gonna happen.
Okay. Pros and cons of Batman. He's Batman.
No.
Yeah. Another pro. Batman is one of the smartest superheroes in
history of all comics.
and not like scientifically, like he's one of the
He's one of the greatest
Street
tacticians.
smarts and book smarts.
right tacticians. So in the Justice League, for those who don't know, he has cautionary measures for every single person in the Justice League, including himself.
Oh, Tower of Babel.
Right.
Oh, such
Right.
a good story.
Right. For in case anybody turns bad, he has a cautionary measure on how to take them down the safest way, the fastest way, and make sure nobody gets hurt.
Dude, okay, have you heard his thing for Wonder Woman?
No.
Oh my god, that's probably the coolest one. So he basically like Wonder Woman is like the one person he doesn't actually have a way to defeat. He's like straight up like she won't stop fighting. He's like he literally in his file he's like I don't know how I'd actually beat her. So what he does is his plan is he'd use either like
I have chills right
I know,
now.
he'd use either like a telepath or he'd mind trick her basically
Okay.
into thinking
Telepathy, like.
yeah, into thinking that, she was just fighting, like that. So she'd be fighting nothing, but in her mind she's fighting Batman, right?
Oh,
Or
okay.
fighting something.
Yeah.
So she'd exhaust herself to death.
Oh jeez, that's so cool.
Yeah, I know. Because he straight up says he's like there's
So
no,
use her strength to
Mhm.
ultimately. That's
Exactly.
dope. I
Right.
didn't even know that. That's sick.
yeah, because that's Wonder Woman's thing is like
All right, let's talk about
Okay,
Okay,
but now Superman.
Man the cape. Well, they both wear capes, but like
Okay.
the cape.
Let's think about it like this: from the original Superman standpoint, back when was he made?
1930.
It was
Yeah.
like, dude, it was the beginning.
I believe.
Okay, so let's go back to 1935. What are we looking at for a superhero? A sign of hope after World War I that brings up America, makes us all feel good, somebody we can all look at.
He started everything.
Where do we get
It might have been
Superman?
1931.
We get
He was
Superman.
the superhero. He was.
That's what we get.
Is the superhero.
That's what we get.
But
we
I'm
get
saying.
this guy who flies
But I'm
around.
saying, would you? Okay, this might make people very upset saying this, but like, is the original always the best? Like,
Yes.
is it though? Like, is,
Well, in Superman's case, yes.
it's
Because the current Superman is a tool. Don't get me wrong, current Superman is a tool.
Oh God, have you guys ever
Man
heard
of
of
Steel.
All-Star Superman?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, such a good story.
Okay, well, let's go back to
Okay,
1930s.
Okay, sorry.
We see this guy, faster than a speeding bullet, stronger than steel, the man of steel, can shoot lasers out of his eyes, has icy breath, X-ray vision.
Then he had like a million super.
But yeah, he's the classic superhero.
He's the
Everything
superhero.
after him was because of him.
But I'm saying,
Okay,
though,
but
that, like, you can.
okay. Okay, he yes and yes, but he fell off.
I agree.
He was the superhero, but then he wasn't. After World War II, people didn't really want superheroes anymore. People didn't want to talk about fighting. So Superman, that's why they killed him in the 90s.
Mhm.
He had not been popular for 40 to 50 years.
And oh, never mind. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Continue. I was gonna say Death and Return of Superman ruined the entire concept.
Yeah, the return of Superman ruined.
Yeah.
Well, that whole thing. If you guys don't know what that is, Death and Return of Superman. Basically, Superman dies, but then they brought him back. So it was like some cryo sleep or something
Mhm.
dumb like
he,
that.
He died.
He
He
ruined
died.
He's dead.
Super.
And then his sales went up. And then they were like, oh, okay.
We need to bring him back.
Yeah, so
We-
that's what killed
And
Death in
in
comics.
terms of it
return.
ruined the
Okay.
concept of suspension.
Let's go
of disbelief.
overall now.
Oh, then they had the reign of Superman.
Overall, Batman versus Superman.
Bats.
We have what we know what we have.
Just go across the board. Actually, I'm gonna say Bats. You, because he's still conflicted. You are Superman, right?
I'm gonna go Batman.
You're gonna go Bats?
I'm going Batman.
I was definitely gonna go Batman too, but that's not what I saw from you at all. The way you were
Dude,
talking
I
about
thought you were
Superman,
so
bro.
Superman.
Oh my
You were
god,
all
you're
about
Superman 100%.
Alright, yo, so what's
Alright.
The only
what's
reason I
next
didn't go
matchup?
with Superman is because he dropped off so hard.
Yeah.
He dropped like a rock.
Because he's the prototype.
And even now, his popularity is back up a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's the most recognizable superhero.
Oh, for sure.
Probably ever. But, like, everyone knows a superhero, but he's
Yeah,
probably
no,
not,
that's
but he's
Indiana
probably
Jones.
not the most popular.
That's Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
But in terms of our generation,
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you guys want to go DC again, or do you want to go Marvel now?
let's go
Where are we
Marvel.
at? Final Four?
Yep.
Marvel, because when he is
Spider-Man, Wolverine.
Oh.
I go Wolverine on this. I can safely say,
I can say that like easily, Spidey.
you can safely say Wolverine, everything that he's done, everything that he
Yep.
does currently,
Everything Spidey's
anything
done.
that he will ever do
Yeah.
will top Spider-Man.
No, Spidey.
Dude.
It's
Not only
Spidey.
Spider-Man may have Spidey senses and all that kind of stuff. Wolverine still has that
regeneration,
regeneration and that killer instinct
He has Spidey
that
sense.
keeps him alive no matter
but he has
what.
Spidey sense, my guy. Spidey sense is the most OP thing. Like,
It is broken.
it
is.
is.
As far
You
as
can
power
see
goes,
like any-
Spider's sense is busted. It
Now,
is pretty
but
much
tell
busted.
me,
Yeah.
tell me how regeneration isn't that much
Oh,
better.
no, don't get me wrong. That's busted too.
Yeah,
That's broken.
But
Wolverine's been around
the
for
thing about
100 years.
Wolverine, and I'll
literally
give,
in Logan, which is in like 2052, he's like 200 and some years old.
Yeah.
The dude was born in the 1800s.
Yeah.
I will say though about regeneration and Spidey sense is that they're both like very cheap. I think.
Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man.
I think
has
rege- I think
regeneration,
re-
too.
I
It's
think-
just to a much lesser degree. Than
Yeah.
Wolverine.
I think regeneration's a little cheaper because it ruins, in my opinion, like really messes up the suspension of disbelief with
No, because you still think, oh, you know what? Somebody's gonna shoot him in the brain with the adamantium bullet. He'll
But
lose
like
all his
they had
memories,
to
he'll
make up
forget
the
who he is.
adamantium.
But that's not actually a thing.
No, like I'm just saying with
That
Spider-Man,
was
you
a
can
bad movie.
if there are
They
enough
tried to do
guys,
it. That wasn't good.
if there are enough guys, Spider-Man's still gonna get F. Like he's grounded. Like this is the argument I've made the entire way through. Spider-Man is so well written because there is suspension of disbelief. There is a way in which you can think this dude's about to get destroyed,
Right.
and also
And he's
it's,
still possible to kill.
Yes.
With Wolverine,
that's what's great about him because there's that
That's so true.
No,
That's
no.
so true.
that's
It's
what
like,
gets you gripped into the story. He can get
But with Wolverine, he could be
Wolverine is a
surrounded-
good character because he's conflicted.
and he could be surrounded by hundreds or thousands of people, and you know he's gonna win, and you are so happy to see him do it.
Yeah.
You want to see him go
I mean,
shing, shing,
when
and
you
just start
What is it?
going
Oh,
ham.
dude, those are two of the most iconic sounds in comics too.
shink shink.
Yes.
No, it's Snake. SNIKT.
Yeah, but when you hear
Thwip.
But
But
yeah,
when
no,
you-
I'm going
I'm gonna get a shirt that says Thwip.
Thwip, dude, just straight up like the.
Oh my God, Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
No!
He's conflicted as
Oh
well.
my God, Gwen Stacy, bro.
All right,
No!
yo. All right, let's just say this.
I got.
We've made a-
I cannot pick against Spider-Man. I said it earlier. I'll say
Spidey
it again.
is the
like,
man. He's
I
the
cannot
product.
pick-
He's the best written superhero on this entire.
top. Like, don't get me wrong. Top 5 of my favorite superheroes. Wolverine. They're both top 5. Wolverine's probably 3. Spider-Man's definitely 1. Like that doesn't.
who's your number 2?
Oof.
All right, so Spidey's made it. Just
Spidey's in the finals.
dude, this is what I'm. So it's Spidey versus Bats. Wait.
No,
this is-
Spidey versus Batman versus
Flash.
Oh.
Batman.
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 Yeah, it's Spidey versus Bats. Two very well written characters, in my opinion. They both.
And in my opinion,
Dude, 2 of the best rogues galleries in comics. Like,
yes.
oh my God, the
And-
villains that these dudes have,
is great.
so good.
They are the most iconic villains for both MCU and DC.
Some of them, yeah.
Well, not MCU, but like
This
And
is
see,
going.
like,
All right. I'm gonna be real. Batman versus Spidey.
I have my
Dude,
answer.
this
I
one
have
is,
mine.
This one is harder for me than Batman vs Superman.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because you
Alright,
asked for my
who
number
do
2
you
was.
say? Who do you
Batman's
say?
probably my number 2. Like, Oh my god.
Okay, who are you saying? Well, he's conflicted. Who are you saying?
No, I mean, I'm saying Spider-Man.
You're saying Spidey?
I'm saying
What
Spider-Man.
are you saying?
I was gonna say Spidey.
So was I.
Let's
Damn,
go!
We have a winner!
We have our champion.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Out of all of these, okay, and some heroes were not included in this. I mean, we're missing Ant-Man.
Damn.
We're
Let's- Yo,
missing.
can we get like a trophy on the bit? I'll edit
Honestly,
that.
we'll
It's
add-
a trophy.
Ta-da!
Yeah, we'll throw the Spider-Man theme song in here. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, the
This-
whip.
oh, we'll get a big thwip back there.
I think it's a worthy number one.
I think it really is.
He's
like,
iconic. He's timeless. He has.
he is timeless. He
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
And I really think this, like, just as how intense this got. Like,
And
I
even
think just-
with the Spider-Man versus Nightcrawler and how intense that was.
oh yeah, I think
and-
this goes to show like superheroes are freaking awesome.
Superheroes are great.
Like,
And you don't have to like think a number one pick's your favorite. Like there are
Mhm.
definite reasons to have like someone like Shazam is your favorite. Someone like
oh
like,
yeah,
right.
for sure.
Like dude, it's not as clear as cut as like the seeds we made.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing about superheroes. Everybody interprets them differently.
Mhm.
So our number ones could be your number twos. Our number fours could be your number twos. Like literally, it's beautiful.
If there is anybody who's actually watching this, comment who your favorite superhero is and why, or just like say
And
like
who you
whatever.
would have picked to win this all.
Right.
Based
This
on the
was fun.
bracket.
This was really fun.
This was a
I,
great
I want to do this
episode.
again. I
With
think.
villains.
Yeah, I
We do
think
this with villains.
we're gonna do this. I mean, March Madness goes for like
Next
a month.
episode?
So yeah,
Should we do-
next episode. We'll.
A mini series of brackets.
I mean, I think we should just do it while March Madness is going
Yeah.
on because that's the whole reason we did this in the first place.
Sensational.
And talking about March Madness, Arizona can go suck a fat one. They after my bracket so bad, dude. Anyways, I think we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it a day. We're gonna do villains next. That one could be even.
Most definitely.
That one can be way more.
That
difficult.
one could be.
I feel like I
even
know who's
worse.
gonna win, but like that can be way more difficult.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm gonna say it now. Like, Joker's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah, that's
Joker's gonna be hard to beat, dude.
We'll figure out a list and we'll
We'll-
check it twice. And we'll
Come
see.
back same time next week. We'll see you guys around.
All right, peace out. That's it.
Oh, that's a wrap.
That was
wow.
fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Boys.